Hello and welcome back to the George's Live podcast. I'm your host, Travis Smith. This is episode 4 of Showcase Week. We have Simeon Basil, Skye Pollard, and Route 358 on the podcast. But before we jump into that, be sure to go to georgeslive.com. There you can see what shows we have booked as well as purchase tickets for those shows. And be sure to follow the George's Majestic Lounge social media on Facebook and Instagram at George's Majestic Lounge, and on Twitter at George's Majestic. You can also go to georgeslive.com to see all the past episodes of the podcast that we've got. You can also look up the history of George's Majestic Lounge and some other cool stuff there. Let's jump right into the episode. Our first guest is Skye Pollard, who joined us and submitted a song. Let's go ahead and take you there with Skye. Thank you for joining us on the George's Live podcast Showcase Week. All right, I am here with Skye Pollard. What's up?
What's up?
How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing well, man. Just living, playing music, writing music, doing podcasts, trying not to lose my mind. How you been? What have you been up to?
About the same. I think we're kind of all in the same boat.
I know.
Playing a lot of music.
It's been interesting talking to different musician friends and kind of seeing where they're at. Some of them are as everybody's kind of nervous. I think some people are in different spots. Some people are going and sitting on a hill and writing music, and some people are kind of doubling down, wondering what's going on, and some people working on the kind of business, tidying up kind of some band admin, if you will, and tidying up around getting stuff going. So as everything busts back out, we're going to be playing shows again. I know you're always playing shows. Where are you from exactly? Where do you
I'm originally from a town called Mark Tree in Northeast Arkansas. It's close to Jonesboro.
Nice. How long have you lived here in Northwest Arkansas or in the area?
I've lived here. This is my 3rd year.
You like it?
I love it. Absolutely love it.
It
definitely felt like home immediately.
It's a wonderful community of musicians and music industry here.
Oh, absolutely. It's very much thriving, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to be in this area so badly.
Mm-hmm. It's like so many musicians here become like extended family. I know for me and for, other people too. There's just so many people. There's like little pockets of genres where you'll have like 10 or 15 friends in different scenes and stuff. It's such a cool thing.
Yep. And we're also so close to other areas, like Branson. St. Louis is not too far away. Springfield, there's a lot of cool, different areas and that we're really close to. That I think we're really blessed to be in this kind of like central hub that we're located in right now.
Absolutely. So let's talk about this song that you've got. What's it called?
It's called High Cost of Living Free.
And what is it about?
Well, it's the name I guess says it all. That it's no secret right now that there's a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and it's kind of a tough time for a lot of people right now. And so, we are free, but sometimes there's a very high cost to that freedom. A lot of times, really, most times.
Before we cue it up, where can people go online to hear your music?
You can find me online on Facebook, which is facebook.com/Skye Pollard Music, and that's Skye with an E at the end. Or you can find me at skyepollard.com, which is SKYEPOLLARD.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Skye, for coming on here and chatting with me about this song for a minute. Let's take you guys straight to it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
Not mine. Go out and work for things we never really own. Can't seem to save a dime. Greed and corruption, pain and destruction is all they want us to see. Hiding the cause to never take the fall. That's the high cost of living free. brother. Nice and high, cold stuff, living free. Nice and high, cold stuff, living free. Nice and high, cold stuff, living free.
That was Skye Pollard. Thank you for coming on the podcast. Let's take you up to our next guest. Simeon Basil joined me and submitted a song and had a quick little interview, pulled over on the side of the road with him. Let's go ahead and take you there. This is Simeon on the George's Live podcast.
Cool.
All right, I'm here with Simeon Basil. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Hey, Travis, how's it going? Not bad. It's a good day.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for jumping on here, being a part of the project, being
Sure.
safe, pulling over. So
Yeah.
Before we jump into this song, let's kind of talk about your music for a little bit. You're an artist here in Northwest Arkansas, correct?
Correct.
And how long have you been playing around here?
The beginning of last year,
Nice.
basically. I've played guitar about 8 years before, but not really did much. But I started hitting it heavy the beginning of last year.
Are you from here?
Yes, sir. Live basically in every single city around here except for Fayetteville. Yeah, I've been here since I was 8.
Nice. How's that experience been playing music in Northwest Arkansas? What do you think about the scene and everything?
There are certainly way more places to play than I ever imagined. I'm pretty sure when businesses pick back up, there will be new venues for artists to play. I'm really surprised.
Yeah, it's a wonderful place to play and also just live and be a part of the music community. I got so many friends and so many people that I've almost grown up with that's working in the music community here. It's always cool for me whenever meeting new friends like yourself that's kind of came into the community to meet everybody and kind of see the cool resources that we have here.
Oh yeah, there's way more. I have so much to learn.
So let's talk about this song you've got. What is the name of it and what is it about?
It's called Hiding, and it's a song that mirrors a moment in time about 10 years ago. I was driving a car and took my other friend in the back seat at night down a straight patch of highway, and one reached over secretly and held his other hand, and I didn't know about this. They actually liked each other. I was completely oblivious to this. They told this to me about 10 years later, so I wrote a song. But they were very lonely. I was lonely in the front seat, so we were just traveling alone in a car together, and neither of us knew who we wanted to be. And my 2 friends in the back seat, they never spoke to each other again, and I'm still here.
Yeah, that's how interesting. So this is Hiding. Cool. Let's go straight there. Thank you for coming on.
Cool.
All right, I'm here with Simeon Basil. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Hey, Travis, how's it going? Not bad. It's a good day.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for jumping on here, being a part of the project, being
Sure.
safe, pulling over. So
Yeah.
Before we jump into this song, let's kind of talk about your music for a little bit. You're an artist here in Northwest Arkansas, correct?
Correct.
And how long have you been playing around here?
The beginning of last year,
Nice.
basically. I've played guitar about 8 years before, but not really did much. But I started hitting it heavy the beginning of last year.
Are you from here?
Yes, sir. Live basically in every single city around here except for Fayetteville. Yeah, I've been here since I was 8.
Nice. How's that experience been playing music in Northwest Arkansas? What do you think about the scene and everything?
There are certainly way more places to play than I ever imagined. I'm pretty sure when businesses pick back up, there will be there will be new venues for artists to play. I'm really surprised.
Yeah, it's a wonderful place to play and also just live and be a part of the music community. I got so many friends and so many people that I've almost grown up with that's working in the music community here. It's always cool for me whenever meeting new friends like yourself that's kind of came into the community to meet everybody and kind of see the cool resources that we have here.
Oh yeah, there's way more. I have so much to learn.
So let's talk about this song you've got. What is the name of it and what is it about?
It's called Hiding, and it's a song that mirrors a moment in time about 10 years ago. I was driving a car and two of my other friends in the back seat at night down a straight patch of highway, and one reached over secretly and held his other hand, and I didn't know about this. They actually liked each other. I was completely oblivious to this. They told this to me about 10 years later, so I wrote a song. But they were very lonely. I was lonely in the front seat, so we were just traveling alone in a car together, and neither of us knew who we wanted to be. And my two friends in the back seat, they never spoke to each other again, and I'm still here.
Yeah, that's how interesting. So this is Hiding. Cool. Let's go straight there. Thank you for coming on.
A view from a window, a drop into your mind. Reach out to arm's length, hide me for the night. A view from a window, can we escape alone? Take my hat and keep it, measure beautiful. A view from a window, I'm mostly overwhelmed. It looks like I've been crying, I never hide it well.
Thank you, Simeon. Our last guest today is Route 358 on the podcast. If you have not seen them, wonderful band. They came on, submitted a song, and got to catch up with them for a few minutes. Here's Route 358 on the George's Live podcast. All right, I am here with Route 358. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. How about you?
Doing good. Thank you guys for joining me and being a part of this project. Super pumped about having you guys on. I know you guys have been super active in the community and around the region for quite a while. So nice to get one of your guys' tunes on this here program.
Yes. Well, thanks for having us. We appreciate the opportunity. It's awesome.
Yeah. What have you guys been doing with this quarantine?
Playing a lot of music.
We've been
writing
a
a lot.
A lot of writing.
Retooling.
Yeah, writing and retooling and exploring some different sounds, different tunes and things like that. So we've also been trying to finish an album at 6 foot distance with Jason Miller at Red Barn Studios that we started before
January.
We started. So
we've been laying tracks.
Hopefully getting close to finishing that up. We're not sure. We're going to release this summer with a tour, but we're seeing where the tour is going as far as that happens. And we had to run in Colorado schedule, so we'll see how that goes.
Cross your fingers.
Yeah, that's what a fun trip over to Colorado. Have you guys played there before?
Yeah. We did our first. I guess we've been 2 summers now.
Yeah.
We
this
started,
will be our 3rd summer.
Yeah, our first year we went out there. We just went out and played a couple of shows. And last year we did a full 2-week run. And this year we had, I think, 9 shows scheduled in about a 3-week stretch out there. And we're kind of waiting to see if any of those are going to happen. We've had a couple cancellations already, but we're seeing if any of those are going to happen, if things get back online or not. For that.
Yeah, it's so up in the air. It's been every couple of days I'll have a venue call me that, for me playing there, but they know I'll work in the industry side of things too. So they'll be like, hey man, just letting you know your date's still good. What are you guys scheming on over there? So it's kind of everybody's still up in the air and stuff. So you guys are a 3-piece now. How is that? How's that experience been? Have you guys been finding some different sounds or anything kind of with different element of 3 people?
Yeah, definitely. I'd say it almost kind of brought us back a little more acoustic, a little more rootsy. Been able to play with new sounds of adding an acoustic bass as well. So that's been really, really fun. Just kind of a little bit more organic, I would say, than even before. And kind of fueled some new writing as well. That's for sure.
To say the least.
Yeah. So that's always a plus.
Do you guys write all together or separately, and then kind of bring them to the group?
Yes and yes. I
Both.
guess.
Yeah, like we'll both write separately, and then we'll bring it to the table and critique and add, or we'll just straight co-write. It just kind of depends on the song. It depends on what's going on.
Yeah, and then Jody's like our wordsmith. She brings phrases in. She brings words. Hey, about this phrase, or reads that and goes, no, that, or listens to that lyric. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's
so
nice to have.
it's kind of more of a, I think a 3-person kind of collaborate type.
Like a musical proofreader.
Yeah.
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 But I think we're getting better at collaboration between the 3 of us. And it's so hard because it's such a personal thing for the writer. And you don't want to diss on anything, but you do want to improve and make things better.
We've also been, doing some instrumental, which is new for us. I mean, we were normally, I started out as the singer-songwriter thing, and we kind of stayed with that, and Jade brought things in, and we started exploring doing some instrumental pieces, and this album we're working on,
That's been really fun.
Our first instrumental track that we've done.
Oh,
And
cool.
We've kind of a little bit here and there, so that's kind of fun to do something different with that.
Yeah, for sure. So let's talk about this song that you guys sent. What's the name of it and what's it about?
Oh, this song's called Cold Wind, and I would consider it to be the longest time period writing song I've ever had. I wrote the original lyric draft of this in about 91, maybe.
Holy moly.
92. Yeah, a long time ago.
Chiseled on a stone tablet.
wrote the initial lyric to it then, and it had a different melody, and the melody just didn't fit, it just didn't fit. And it set dormant, and about maybe a year and a half ago, stumbled across a new melody, and I just started dropping the lyric in and tweaked some things, and the song was kind of born. But the original premise was we were hanging with some friends that were in a relationship, and the whole song kind of started from one of these nights that you could tell there was a little bit of turmoil going on in their relationship at the time, and there was like the song phrase, a sideways glance. There was a glance from one to the other that was kind of like a fire shoot from your eye sockets kind of thing, and the phrase "cold wind" came into my head because it felt like there was just this cold breeze that went through the room. You could tell something wasn't going well. And that inspired the whole thing originally, and but it took 25 years to bring the song where it is now. So,
that's awesome. You're able to
rewrite.
Yeah.
It's been interesting talking to people about these songs and finding out kind of where they're coming from. It's a song is great, but finding out where it's coming from sometimes is so interesting. There's so many different stories, and there's no way I can make up a few of them. So this is Cold Wind by Route 358. Thank you guys for joining me here on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having us,
Thanks
Travis.
for having us, Travis.
No problem. Take it easy.
So stare sideways glance. We keep painting on faces and staging romance. We used up our second chance. There's a cold wind blowing. Candles dim like perfume, but where is the passion that we once knew? Was in the seas as we play our parts, there's a cool wind blowing to our hearts. There's a cool wind blowing. Silent strings are making lovers just screams, and I'm not sure if our heart can mend when those cold winds start blowing. Oh. Can we take back yesterday? Make the ghosts that all us fade down. You can't play this game no more, 'cause there's a cold wind now. There's a cold wind blowing. Silent as a stranger making lovers just screams, and I'm not sure if our heart can mend when those cold winds start moving. Oh. There's a cold wind blowing. Silent as a stranger making lovers just screams, and I'm not sure if our heart can mend when those cold winds start blowing. Blowing.
There it is, Route 358. I'd like to thank them, Simeon Basil, as well as Skye Pollard, for coming on the podcast. Be sure to go to georgeslive.com to see what shows we have. Listen to old podcasts, find out more about George's Majestic Lounge, buy tickets and all kinds of fun stuff on there. And be sure to follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram at George's Majestic Lounge, as well as Twitter at George's Majestic. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast, and we'll see you on the 5th and final episode of Showcase Week here on the George's Live podcast.